Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. We've got 10 diamond chests, going to get into it, do the deep dive analysis on what we see, commenting on every card, its current prospects and ability and utility, and its future projected price appreciation if I see that that's if there's something to comment on there. Let's get it. If we get any chaos packs, we'll open them and we'll analyze value also. This is just an average daily reward for me. I haven't been trying very hard. In fact, I'm renting most of my cards. 2 million power I'm renting right now, using Splex, and so this is achieved with like a fraction of my usual power. A little bit of DC, never gonna hurt, and it's amazing, one of the best. Exploding Rats, we haven't seen this one since we started doing the deep dive. I like this card a lot. I think it's very niche, obviously, with the 1 hit point. It's very, very niche, but I find that it has its place for sure. Fire. Modern. So the rats, the blast damage is great, and especially at higher levels where you start to see you can add inspiration to this thing and make it, not just 2 hit points, not just 4, but maybe 5 or 6 due to inspirations that are on the team. Suddenly that blast looks devastating, and the 7 speed is actually faster than even the exploding dwarf, and the redemption. So cards like the exploding dwarf, if you're going fire versus fire and they're trying exploding dwarf and you're doing rats, you're actually going to punch first, kill him off, and even if somehow he hits you first because he did this extra swiftness, you've got the redemption to take him down in the end. So this card is like kind of a counter to the exploding dwarf and a replacement for the exploding dwarf, but still uniquely different in that it's modern, and that one's wild. And then also the true strike is interesting, so you literally cannot miss. Although this is a bit redundant almost, because the speed is so high, it's very unlikely you would miss, right? But not impossible, because blind can stop you from hitting even if you have extra speed. So true strike is nice, and the redemption is nice. And yeah, strong card. I like it. It's really, really, really surprising to me this is a penny. Especially when you look at exploding dwarf and you see it's like 28 cents per BCX. This used to be a penny per BCX, by the way. And these are definitely worth considering. Like 34 bucks for this. Level 7, you're gonna get with that one. You're gonna get the 5 melee damage. You're getting 5 speed. You're getting the retaliate. You're not getting the trample, which is so helpful. But Exploding Dwarf's a great card, and obviously very comparable to the rats. So, great card. Let's keep going. A little more DEC, a little more DEC. Potion. It's nice to hear that one of the new rank reward changes that they're implementing is that the potions will be magnified or multiplied if you're playing at higher levels, which makes perfect sense. If I'm playing diamond and I get 1 alchemy potion, but you're playing at bronze and you get 1 alchemy potion per chest, that doesn't make much sense. So that's an obvious no-brainer, great addition. I'm glad to see they're making that change in the future, so we won't see a diamond. These are diamond chests and I'm getting 1 potion. It should be multiplied just like the DEC. And speaking of DEC, we're not going to have DEC in these chests anymore or in the rank battle rewards. It'll be SPS. And that's coming really, really soon, which is both surprising and I think excellent. But, it has some huge considerations that probably need its own video. We'll talk about that. Seedsmith I've already talked about before. I really don't think this card is very powerful, but at the same time, the scavenge can be really, really helpful in the right context to kind of give you another meat shield, another tank almost, because by the time he gets to the front, if you put him in the right position, let's see here. Green, the rare, right? Modern. Yeah, here he is. Like here, the win rates are not bad. 87% here, gold, 36. That's surprising at silver. So at gold, really high, but only a few battles. But the thing is, contextually, that scavenge, that's where the advantage comes. It's not even so much the poison. It's not even so much the DPS. It's really the fact that you can put a scavenger in like theoretically the 3rd position or maybe the sixth position, and this turns into 6 hit points, 8 hit points, 10 hit points by the time it makes it to the first position. And in some situations, the archery is going to fire still, even when it goes to the first position due to the rule set. So don't love it at all, but it has that scavenge makes it a little. It's a card I'll throw in when I'm forced to play green, when I'm forced to play archery, and I that is a thing I'm very cognizant of. That scavenge is powerful. Vampire Bat, we talked about this one. It's great. It's kind of a replacement for the Cocatrice, which is that older version, like a 90-cent card versus a 1-cent card. It's got flight, it's got dodge, it's got great speed, it's got good damage and fair amount of hit points. It's actually a decent card, really strong, very fast card. If there was a green summoner that gave phase to all of its monsters, this card would be broken because it would suddenly be able to dodge everything with its speed and dodge. And so, yeah, that would be amazing. Okay, so not bad. Maybe like a 60-70 cents worth of DC, and then maybe like, 10 cents worth of cards. Nothing special exactly, but every single day for the rest of my life, that's going to happen. And not only that, but man, crazy DC payouts using just quick little wrap up here, guys. Made 30,000 DC today, 31,000 DC revenue for using Splex GG. And of course, they charge a pretty sizable invoice, but frankly, this is more than I've ever got in one day, I think. In one day, that's more than I've ever received. And so the management of it and the pricing of it is such that it would require the type of attention I don't want to grant this process. And so Splex GG is really affording me a great amount of convenience and a significant ROI despite the cost. So interesting, and happy to not a paid shout out at all, but happy to be using it and happy to be receiving significant DC. I think I'm going to be doing that for the foreseeable future on my main account until I buy out until end of SPS airdrop, because then I can go ahead and use my DC to buy Chaos Legion packs. And so in the meantime, I'm just going to stack the DC and put it all together so I can get more and more packs by that time that I do that, which is now only 14 days away. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for your time and attention. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless.